Supposed to have energy for tonight, right?
It, right? Also didn't have caffeine, but I do have alcohol, so we'll see what happens.
That has the opposite effect.
Shh.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, silly John.
Don't you know that those rules don't apply when it's fruity and delicious?
Oh, I did not know that.
That's what all the kids say
Absolutely.
when they're drinking alcoholic beverages.
Sure. Hmm. Look at you with a fresh cut.
Got it done last Thursday. Missed it by a fucking missed stream by a day.
Ah,
My light over here isn't working. Oh, also this stuff.
I did. I did notice that.
Even
I
more important
also
than the haircut.
am wearing things.
Don't do that. Yours takes away from me doing this. When you do this and I do this, no one looks at
Why?
me.
You don't want me to?
I mean, I want you
They can't
to.
see
I
shit
just don't
anyways.
want you to. You know what I mean? Like. Okay. As the rays of God shine directly into my face. Oh, holy hell.
Nothing like staring into your ring light when you turned on.
Well, this isn't a ring light even. This is a key light.
No, Cliff was talking about me joining video chat.
There we
When
go.
the
Now
brightest stars appear, you just can't see.
I get to add a little bit of that ambience. A little bit of fill light of a different color. Every light in my house is cool tone. So if I put the key light to a warm tone, then it adds that nice.
Makes you look less dead.
Yeah. It gives the illusion that I actually have some pigment
Yeah,
to my fucking skin.
when I put it on, it just accentuates. You can see, like, now you can really see the dark circles under my eyes.
Nah.
So we keep that off.
Nah. All right. Did everybody get their Sirenscape up and running?
I mean, I have it up, but there's no noise.
Well, no, I don't have anything on right now. I want to make sure we got
Okay.
everybody covered all at once. I know John was having issues. Sin had to redo his.
No one should have issues.
Well, I mean, I have a fucking full guide on how to do it, so you shouldn't, but I mean, just in case. Let's start it off with.
I'm gonna turn that volume down.
Right.
We good? You guys got that?
Sure fucking did.
Cool. All right, let me drop the volume down. You guys shouldn't turn it down from that, based off of that. Because I had it at 100%, and I usually do it at 35. So.
Yeah, but you see, when it updated, it had it set at 100% volume for me. And I usually keep it about halfway volume because it's always too loud and I can't hear you guys talk.
Okay.
I feel like keep mine at 100.
I turned mine down to
You got a haircut
35,
too.
so I just want to make sure.
Got a haircut, then I got bored, so I did this.
You had that when you came over.
I didn't notice the eyebrow until you pointed it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, I've never used this really before, but Sirenscape actually has it where you can roll a die.
2.
And it'll tell you what the result is.
2.
Bitch, you lying. Yo, that unicorn is the best.
It's so cute.
5.
I will be back.
Oh, yeah, good green dog.
Me.
Mama loves you.
Instead of a chainsaw, they have this labeled chain cuts. Hold on. Do they call chainsaws chain cuts in fucking UK? Hold on. No. No. Chainsaws are called chainsaws in the UK. Where the fuck did they get chain cuts from? I should program it so every time someone rolls a nat 1, it just plays that automatically. Roll a nat 1. No matter how serious the moment is.
It'll definitely pull me out of the moment. That's the thing.
Blah, 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 blah. I heard noises. Wild world. So hold on. Why did that reset the cards on here? Hold on. Wait a tick. Am I gonna do this manually? Boom. Is it just not gonna do it? That's the problem with doing cool shit that no one else does. Is that you have no one to bounce ideas off of or anything when it fucking breaks. Hey, there we go. That was a different animation you chose? Huh. It's so weird, like how they brought those into it, because you know in the beginning we never had the animations or anything like that, and I had ideas of adding my own type of thing to it, but then they brought it out, and yeah. But mine were better, damn it, because it was actually fully animated in, so like when the card would show up, it would look like it appears from the effect. I'm like pantomiming with my hands and you can't see me. But
It's okay, buddy. We got you.
but for some reason, it the ones that they do are garbage. It'll just play like an animation, and then the card will be behind it. It doesn't like appear or anything. Okay. Why did it say 3 and then disappear before it went to... I'm so confused. So confused. What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday! Which is weird still that it's Wednesday.
But it's okay because it's Wednesday, my dudes. It's something we can just say now and have it be fine.
Yeah. It used to mean that was like a precursor before, and now it's like the actual thing. Hey, I know what I did wrong. I forgot to launch the chat view. So chat can't see anything. And god damn is that bright. Look at me. I'm like glowing. So hey everybody. Episode 58 of Savage Worlds. Las Vegas. What might be, potentially, the season 1 finale? Or the end of everybody in general? Why is this so bright?
I don't know, but it's kind of funny watching you squint like that.
There we go. Okay, that's much better. Now that I'm blind out of my left eye. I got the new Las Vegas all over print shirt. And the material of this thing is like a really, really soft material too. Like I popped it out of the bag and threw it on, and I am wearing it now. Like out of the bag. It has no wrinkles. It's like a wrinkle-free material.
Yeah, I was gonna say it almost looks like an athletic shirt.
Yeah, it definitely has that athletic shirt feel to it. Like I have some polos that have this material. But yeah, it came out really nice. Like the quality of it's way better than it looked like it was gonna be from the preview. Like the preview had like weird seams like on the arms, but these came out great. I'm super satisfied with the way this looks. And Heathcliff, I got your shirt order in, and I received your other message. I just haven't had a time to reply to it yet. But I got you. And that's all I really have. All that I could think of, right? Yeah, that's all I could think of. Who's doing recap? And Sin, you're not allowed to do the one that you posted in chat.
I'm not doing it.
Okay, I got you. So we walked up 12 flights of stairs.
No one's allowed to do the one that Sin posted in chat.
Alright, so session started with us in the building across the way from, by John, what was formerly known as Rushkoff's Casino. We did a lot of plan formulating before eventually working our way over there with a team of 10 other individuals. Pretty much, first off, when we walk in the building, as we're attempting to do a quick sweep to see what's on the bottom floor, we run into 3 guards who are just like shooting the shit as they walk, and they haven't noticed us yet. Tal casts Puppet on them, calls them over, and has them lead them up the stairs, letting them know on what floors certain patrols are on, and talking about how potentially to deal with the whole anti-magic barrier thing that these people don't really seem to know much about, but they're like, oh yeah, there's like these 4 rooms in the ones that like most of us stay in that just like don't essence. And we're like, okay. So we make our way up the stairs. And up the stairs and up the stairs with Tal maintaining this puppet the whole time. We get to the floor that most of the average everyday guards, goons, whatever you want to call them, are staying. Felix asks one of them to show him the room that makes it so you can't essence. And the guy was like, what? Why? Felix was just curious. I want to see. So Felix and this guy walk over to go check it out. And the guy knocks on the door. He's like, hey, Ryan, you in there? Felix is just there like, God damn it. So the door opens and Felix just decks this Ryan fellow dead in one swing, which of course causes a save on the puppets end, and they break themselves free, but luckily Felix still has his second swing for two-fisted and is able to also one-punch that guy down. And then I'm gonna minimize that. Then in there, Felix walks in to try to figure out what's going on with that whole anti-magic thing. As he's walking into the room, he feels the mind link with Tal and X sever. So he figures he must have found this barrier of sorts. Tal calls into him like, is everything okay there? Felix is like, yeah, as he's pulling his essence in his hands, trying to like find the edge of the border, but interestingly enough, his essence doesn't seem to be cancelled out by it. This is communicated through Mindlink to X by Tal. Wow, I just almost said bye, John, and that just... And the two of them have a brief conversation through the mind link of, maybe it's because Felix's essence seems to work differently than everyone else's. Maybe it's because Felix didn't use his essence here last time. Who knows? Eventually we decide that snooping around down here on the level just below the penthouse, trying to figure out what's going on, isn't helping us any, and we're just going to make our way up the stairs. So we go to work our way up the stairs with our lovely little troops and the 2 remaining puppets. And on the landing between the 2 floors, the puppets' mind effects break free, and they turn and open fire. As they're doing this, Tal tries to warn X, who attempts to throw his like grapple dart thing, and unfortunately he misses, but the clatter just kind of distracts Felix for a second as these guys are now turning and firing. Luckily, Felix didn't get hurt by these, but we did lose one of our NPCs, and another one had also gone down, but Tal healed him up. Maintaining the puppet unfortunately tapped out our poor Tal. We make the rest of us make our way up there after Felix punches these guys dead. There's some other guy there who's like behind a desk, like ready to try to shoot us. And before Felix makes his way fully in the room, X basically tells this guy to get the fuck out of here if you want to live, and the guy does. So we make our way in. There's a little computer screen beside the big door, and there's the big door. And we're like, all right, I guess let's try to make our way in. Felix fires up a smite on his hand and goes to punch the door to try to get through. As this is happening, and of course the punchy punch didn't work because it's a steel blast door. And X notices the little backlit screen beside it and starts to try to mess with it. Notices it's a touchpad, so like hand scan. So he calls down to the NPCs to drag up the body to try to get the hand scanned. But while they're dragging it up, there's like a little dead air noise before we are spoken to by who we can assume is either Jordy or Brutus, according to our puppets, who are the ones who seem to be leading this little guild of miscreants. And he's essentially like, we could basically tell you to surrender now, but that sounds like wasted words. Anyways, enjoy that door. Felix tries to make his smite stronger to punch through the door before he can even like react to start swinging after he's upped his smite to be able to be a heavy weapon. X has already ripped off the front panel of this computer screen that is no longer working, so dragging that body was pointless, and messed with the wires, connected the right two, and the door opens. Right there we can see two guys with guns propped up over a couch, and Felix just, he does the Felix thing, where they fire. One of them hits, the other one hits, but it's fully soaked, so whatever. Felix is just like, okay, my turn. Walks in, swing and miss with one punch, but the second punch he just like caved that guy's face in. And as this is happening, he noticed that there are 4 other individuals other than the 2 that were right there. And so he kind of calls out that that's what the case is, and he goes to try to turn to get the fuck out of there as this army of individuals lay fire on him. He gets fucked up pretty badly and tries to get slightly out of the way of the line of fire. Hal's meditating on the stairs. One of the NPCs attempts to heal Felix, but then we realize that their essence isn't working within this area, so they and Felix will be making their way down to where they can be healed, hopefully. And then the walkies that we had taken off of our puppets chirp to life, and a voice comes through telling all of their people to come back to the base, to the penthouse, because there's a situation. And that's where we ended it at.
We can't get a break with these global modifiers. It went from spellcasting to boating to driving.
Are they not all active at the same time?
No,
What is the point of playing multiple?
because it changes what is active. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So, where we left off, X is creeping around the front, about to make his way into the building. He has the small army that you have brought with you to his side. And all of a sudden, he hears the sound of metal clattering against the floor. He turns just in time, and from behind him sees this bright flash as this grenade goes off. And you hear everybody in the room groaning, and then there's a sound as it starts spitting out gas. Global modifier is on, and the global modifier is fighting is going to be rolled at a +1 globally. You don't have to do anything, it'll do it automatically. All right. So we left off with
Right when the flashbang and the smoke went off.
Yep. That was right after Felix's turn.
Was right after Felix had been shot up by all those other fellows. And then used the rest
No,
of the
because you used your movement to get down the stairs, but you couldn't get far enough down to get out of the no magic zone.
Oh, right. This is the next turn after that. God.
Yeah, it's still the same round, but it was after your turn is when that happened. All right, and doop doop doo 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 doo.
We get our cards reset.
I mean, I guess. And I guess before we get too far into this, let's get some better music too. It's what the people deserve.
God, did you handpick these for me?
If you want, I can re-roll them. Just let me know. All these names sound so cool, but none of them fit the scenario. This kind of fits a scenario. Let's see how it sounds. All right, let's see if this picks up. I kind of dig it. All right. So on that note, we're gonna do 1. And Okay, so add 1 to this. $14, okay. All right, that's it for that one. And then add 1 to this. Wow. Okay. And add 1 to this. And let's start off the night right. Add 1 to this. Okay. So you guys hear the canister hit the ground. Big flash blinds everybody. Then the smoke starts coming out. And X, as you're turned away into the corner to dodge the grenade that came through, you hear the sounds of footsteps run in and gunfire open up, and 2 men run inside and just begin spraying at the crowd in the middle. 3 of your comrades in this fight are gunned down.
We got like 1 left or 2 left.
No. I think you guys have pretty decent. I think you guys still have like 5.
5 or
2.
6.
So we brought
10 with you total.
10.
Oh wait, no, it wouldn't have been 10
not
total. It would have been
excluding.
10 total people. 11 plus X.
Mm-hmm.
So that's right. So then it would be 11.
Then 2 of them got
10,
gunned down in the
9,
stairway.
8,
One of them was
7,
healed, though.
6.
Um,
So you got 3 left.
dope.
One of them's hopefully about to heal our Feely boy.
All right. X, you start hearing this gunfire, and as you turn to the side, you see these 2 men about 6 feet or so away from you, just opening up on the crowd there. They don't seem to notice you through the haze of the smoke.
Yeah, so like, would I be able to like crouch walk up to these guys and maybe be unseen as I approach?
You can give me a stealth roll, yeah.
The fucking wounds.
The one that is closest to you does not notice you, but the one to his left does.
Alright. Well, either way, let's take 1 step forward first and attack this guy.
And him you would have stealth attack on.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's not a raise, so it's only a 2. Then another 1. Ugh.
That's a hit.
Taking on that guy.
Yep. So as you're running up, as you're kind of like crouch walking up to him, the guy to his left yells out, "Watch out to your side!" And right when he says that, he turns, but you're already in the middle of your attack. So you just barely graze him with it.
Alright, then 2, 3, 4.
So keep in mind that token represents a group of people. I'll say you can do it, but you're out of movement if you do.
My movement speed is doubled. So I have 10.
Okay. You're pretty much out of movement even with that, though. Because technically, if you're stepping through the crowd of people, you're going to be using double movement speed.
Ignore that then. Let's just do a second strike on this guy. And I should automatically do the raise.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. He dead.
Yeah, so he says watch out, you go to strike, he dodges that first attack, and then you come in with that second one, as he's kind of dodged back from the first one. Yeah, and he's not doing too hot.
Alright, now to move through a corpse to get to this other guy.
It's still double movement speed.
Okay, so I just used 1 right now, so this would be 2, 3.
Yep, you can't stop there though.
4, 5.
Yes.
Not attack him.
The hell? Oh.
F killed himself.
That's funny. You had yourself targeted, and when I applied the wounds, it killed you.
You just like, oh,
Got
fuck
him.
this.
You went to hit your sword, and it hit the wall, and bounced back, and you stabbed yourself in the face. And it took 3 steps for you to realize it.
Let's see if we can get something on this guy.
And you didn't did any bonuses on this one, right? Because he's seen you.
No bonuses, except I am dual wielding, so I get a +1 because he doesn't have a melee weapon.
Okay. Yep. No worries.
And
yeah, that's enough.
alright, so 2 strikes against the first guy, and as he's moving to the side of the group of people, he takes a step to the right diagonally, and another version of him blips forward and cuts this guy down. Then as they join again, he rushes out. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
As you rush out there, this guy goes to take a shot at you, and you're like right in his face by the time he gets the shot off.
I'm assuming no sneak attacks from anyone right now.
Not in this scenario, no.
Alright.
It's a hit with a raise.
Those 6s.
Holy
man.
shit.
This guy.
So fucking much, John. He's gonna fucking text, I think you missed your mouth.
Just letting you know in case you didn't notice.
I noticed. gotta hold down.
Oh yeah. I mean, the combat's good, but it's not that good.
I mean, it is for X right now.
Yeah.
With an 8, would that be a raise? I forgot to add the +1.
No, an 8 would not be.
Okay.
But if you're running there, before you get your attack off. What is your parry?
6.
Okay. Then add 1 to this. And 11.
Like 2 wounds or a wound?
Hold on, I didn't add the extra 1 to it. 11. It'd be 1 wound.
Okay.
You gonna soak or you gonna keep it?
Let's try to soak it.
Okay. I'd say that's a soak. Yep, that's a soak. And the second one. What's your parry? 6? Alright, so one guy gets a shot off as you like basically grab the barrel of the other guy's gun.
Alright, so that was a 7, so that's a hit on the guy to my left. Now, last guy.
You did a
3.
Did you do a multi-attack for that?
Nope. Because I have the speed with the quickness modifier, I get a second action with no penalties. And X has frenzy. So when he makes an attack, with that same attack, he can make a second attack.
Okay.
Bro.
This guy.
I think he's dead now. Man, I'm so happy I gave you that action surge card.
Jesus.
The adrenaline
Yes.
surge.
That was
Yeah.
a hell of a fucking turn.
1, 2,
Turns.
1, 2, 3,
Oh, fucking yeah, dude. Look at you go.
4, 5,
Oh,
6,
damn.
7, 8, 9.
Alright, so as you're running away,
He's shaking.
And the guy that was hiding in the closet falls out dead too.
right, they all.
They don't fall until he like puts his sword away.
Right, they're all standing there with their guns held up like that, and he's like, shink, and they all fall down at the once.
Alright, and he just gets down on one knee, sword ready at the door, looking at the door.
You hear someone in the back go, what the fuck was that? Alright. You have 3 people left standing in the middle here. What do you want them to do?
One person was supposed to be coming with Felix to heal him, though.
So it should be 2 people in this room. 1 person with Felix. Could we get one of them to go to the right, one of them to go to the left, and take aim at the door?
Sure.
Then the third guy with Felix doing his thing.
Yeah. So we'll do this and we'll do this for representation. And you hear X, give me a notice roll with a -2. You hear a voice kind of in the far back behind everything. And it's like, you know, nothing else, toys. All right. All right. X. Give me an agility roll, please.
It's a stupid question. Fucking Captain Zoom over here.
Okay. You hear someone running down the hall. And then you see something get tossed into the room. And it's like this dark gray metallic disc. And it kind of just flips a few times, and as it hits the ground, it just goes, and you see it lift up slightly, and you hear a hissing noise. And as it does, you dive out of the way, and this thing, when it blows up, you see like this blue explosion come out, suck back in, and then it shoots out in like a shockwave motion. Your NPCs. Let me see real quick. Your NPCs get hit with this, and the two people that are standing on the either side of the door, they're looking, they see this thing land down, and they try to get out of the way of it, but they're not fast enough. And as they start moving away, you see that shockwave hit through them, and as it does, you see their body kind of sprawl out. Like basically their arms out and their legs out, almost like this. And you hear them kind of groaning in pain as you see their body being contorted backwards, and they're being slowly lifted into the air. Felix, do you want to make the 2 steps down so you can receive your
Yes,
healing?
continuing to drag this NPC with me out of this anti-magic zone.
Yeah, so as you're going down, just when you're about to hit the bottom of that, the last step onto the landing, you hear this strange explosion go off behind you. And it kind of like, it wubs a little bit more than an explosion. You hear like a whoop. And then you hear, ah!
There's a slightly panicked, terrified look on Felix's face as he turns to this NPC he just dragged with him, and he goes, "Heal me up, I gotta get back in there."
You hear a noise of someone talking to X from the other room, but you can't make out what it says. If you're talking, you're on mute.
Is there still anything in this area where it's like exploded, or is it like the explosion happened and that was
The
it?
explosion happened, and you are seeing these two people next to you slowly floating up towards the ceiling, and their body just kind of locked in this kind of contorted state. Like they're bent backwards and their arms and legs are kind of out like this. Like kind of bending backwards and they're just kind of slowly floating up towards the ceiling.
X is gonna try to grab this guy next to him and move back this way.
Give me a athletics roll. So as you like take him and start moving, like you're able to almost like if you were to like just push him and he would just kind of continue moving. Like he's almost weightless right now.
And so like moving him away from where the explosion happened didn't really help.
No. He's still like you're grabbing him by his like ankle and moving him as he's like floating towards the ceiling of this lobby, and like his face is like frozen in this like this expression of pain.
We're gonna leave him in that corner. I don't know what the hell to do without any kind of magic. Move
Leave
here.
that weird balloon floating over there.
Are you still at double movement?
Mm.
Okay.
And let's try to grapple the other guy and pull him where I'm at. So, throwing dart without piercing him, just wrapping around his waist or something.
You would have to do a called shot.
Okay. No, I don't want to fucking skewer this guy back. I have one more movement, so I'm gonna come over here and like get down underneath the whatever this is.
Behind the desk, okay.
Yeah, and try to get myself some cover.
Okay. Tal, you see Felix running down the stairs, like basically like dragging one of your people from the settlement with him. He is bleeding from his back, and as he's getting down the stairs, you hear that noise coming from the upstairs area.
Okay. They made it down to landing, but not to where Tal is.
No. So Felix can make it all the way down to where you are at this point, yeah. But as he's heading down is when that noise happened.
Got it. Okay. Well, before they left to do all this, Tal was trying to get in tune with this world that they live in now. And though he succeeded, he still doesn't completely understand the world they're in. But it's enough that he is, I guess Felix would see. It's like as he's sitting on he's like still kind of in a meditative sitting position. The door is cracked so he can see out of it. But his tattoos are glowing as it seems like there's just dark energy just coming into him. His eyes are starting to go from very dim to bright again. And as Felix approaches, let's see, can I do an additional? Nope, I would just have to do 2 actions. Alright, so Do you want the first or second roll?
Huh?
I'm asking Megan.
What?
Actually, you know what? No, fuck that. I'm gonna heal the little aberrant person who was supposed to be healing Felix, and then that person can heal Felix.
So, the one that is about to heal Felix is not aberrant. He's courage.
Oh.
Also, is he even wounded?
No, he's not wounded at all.
Oh, I thought you were bringing me one of the people that got gunned down.
No. Felix
No,
was dragging
Felix
this
is
guy to
gunned
heal
down.
him.
Oh.
Felix is dragging a healer with him into the place where magic can be cast.
Fair enough. Well, let's go ahead and heal Felix then. So that'll be 2 wounds for you. And he like does it, and he's just looking like nothing is, like he's just kind of blank, and then he just kind of goes back to looking out the door, and that's it.
All right. So the NPC that you dragged to that corner, X, you see him kind of like start twitching a little bit, and he like pulls his arms forward and he falls to the ground, and he lands on his feet, and you see him like rubbing his arms and like looking at you in pain, and as he does, you hear the other guy in the corner scream, and as he screams, he snaps backwards, his head touching the back of his feet, and he just hits the ground.
Are you okay?
He was
Call
not
that bomb
okay.
The folding chair.
Anything that you want, the dude that's down there with Felix, or this guy that just uncontorted himself? Not the second one, the first one. Anything you want them to do?
Felix was gonna have this guy stay down here with Tal to watch our backs this direction.
Okay. X, this guy looks at you and he's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
X just like nods, and with his dagger like points towards the door. He's like, "Go."
And he does.
Bye.
All right. You hear someone call something out, and then you start hearing movement in the hallway, X. All right. Ooh.
That's my boy. Get it, X.
Let's just say X isn't the only one that got a Joker.
True.
Oh. But we're still excited for X.
All right. Oh, that feels like such a waste. You know what? Fuck it. Oh, you guys can't even see that. That's so good. And then...
Quite the evil laugh.
What's that?
That was quite the evil laugh you just did there.
Ooh. Okay, so 1. That'll put it at an 8. Which will give what? Ah. Very, very good. Okay. All right, X, your turn.
Okay. Still double movement anywhere in this area.
Sure. I mean, you just got to step over a couple bodies, but yeah. This room is yours now. You and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 corpses.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Give me an agility roll.
Yeah.
For does anybody beat a 7? Nope. So as you run out there, give me a notice roll. As you run out there, you notice there are 4 people that are in a firing line formation aiming at you. And for some reason, it won't let me actually do that. Let me see if I do this. If it'll let me actually move them. Ah, okay, yeah. So as you run out, you see them. Why is it not showing? Oh, because apparently I have to actually unhide them. 4, 6, 8. I can't see any of the names because their names are so long. Alright, so you can see all 4 of them now? Yeah, okay. So you see 4 people aiming at you in a firing line as you run out in the hall.
I took 7 to get here. So he flicks his wrist, catches one of his shuriken and throws it at this guy. And he appears behind them instead of the shuriken hitting him.
With that, you're gonna do. You're good.
And the guy northmost. Oh my god, that is horrible. It still does it. Then this guy in front of me. And I'm going to put myself in this corner.
Okay. Felix, Tal, you see the guy that was up there with X come running down the stairs. And he's like, I don't know what the fuck they got going on here, but I'm getting the fuck out of here. And he starts running for the door.
At least tell the others where to find us. They should be on their way up.
For shits and giggles, give me a persuasion roll.
I really hope it works out in his favor.
Okay.
It's a shame.
He doesn't acknowledge, he doesn't say yes, he doesn't say no, he's running towards the door.
Courage?
Courage. Yeah.
Good to know. Alright.
Alias.
So he's run past Tal, out the door.
He hasn't quite made it out the door just because he doesn't have enough movement. But he is heading in the direction of the door that you're looking out, where you just fought some of the backup that came.
Mm-hmm.
He's heading in that direction like full speed. Actually, if we want to be fair about this, oh, okay, so he's fucking gone. He runs out the door, you tell him to tell the others, he bends the corner, and he's out of your sight.
Alright. Range. So he just kind of ran down, turned the corner, right?
Yeah, he like ran out the room and then turned like towards like he was gonna continue running down the stairs.
Didn't acknowledge, huh?
He didn't disagree. He didn't say no. He just didn't say, "You got it, dude." He was running.
Mm-hmm. And the guy that Felix has is still floating? Or is he not? What's happening
He
there?
wasn't hit by the floaty thing.
He wasn't hit by it. The guy that's down there with you, he's just like standing next to you, like he's ready to fight anybody that walks through this door.
And is this an aberrant?
No, he's courage as well.
Well, bring all these bums.
Because
you told us no aberrant.
Because the aberrant would be useless inside of the area. So they were coming up as the backups.
Go up and fight. I'll let you know if I need anything.
He's seen the dude run out there in terror, and he's like, okay. He starts making his way up the stairs, but he definitely looks apprehensive.
All right, and just ready for in case the threat comes that he can see to fire a bolt.
Can I see anything more north of where I'm at? Or is it just walking up through?
No, you would. You'd be able to see all of this, and then from your angle, you'd probably be able to see down there as well. To your left, there's a door that's closed. Ah, no. You didn't see anything.
I didn't.
Didn't see anything long enough to mentally process it, that's for sure.
So you'd be able to see like this. And then you'd be able to see here. And then here. And then here. And probably like that from the angle that you seen when you came in. All right.
Oh.
You hear the door right next to you open up, Sin. It kind of like just splinters open. And were you there for that? I don't know if you were there. Did you see the person that Felix was fighting before all the Applegoblin attacked? Before they kind of shooped their way out of there?
I don't think so.
You were there.
You were there, I just don't know if you've seen this or not.
I mean, he was over there as well, and so was Willow attacking the people that were, like, to my back. So he might recognize him as one of the men in suits from the other casino.
Okay. I mean, if you want to roll a notice to try to see if you remember or not, I guess it's up to you. It doesn't really matter.
I'm not, because Sin doesn't even remember what scenario we're talking about.
Remember, you guys were running through the casino. It was the first time that you seen one of the big ones, but there was the...
Oh, yeah, I was right up there with Felix fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, if you were right up there, you would recognize this guy. He kind of breaks through the door, and you see that he's got like a suit on. Like almost everybody here has had like a suit, but his is like nicely pressed. Like he's keeping fine tabs on it. And he kind of bursts through the door. And he looks down at the guy that you stabbed, and he's like, disgusting. And then he turns to you, and he smiles and cocks back his fist. And he is going to get a +2 for a gang up bonus. Yeah, it's a hit.
Is it?
With the gang up, it puts it to a 10. So he kind of like draws back and he hits you. And when he does, he kind of like, it hits you and it kind of knocks you back against the wall a little bit, but you don't take the full force of it. And then he cocks back his left hand and he swings again.
10. God damn it.
And this time when he hits you with it, he catches you right in the gut. Just boom, and knocks the wind right out of you.
Should have soaked that.
Nice. And actually, 1 second.
I was gonna say, would that to get rid of the shaken?
It would get rid of the shaken, but I didn't apply the shaken, so I need to see one thing real quick. Wait, no, shit. Had you have been shaken, would this still have been just 2 wounds? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're good. And so he hits you, knocks you against the wall, hits you with the second one, knocks the wind out of you. And he kind of chuckles. He's like, "Oh, you're a fast one." And as he says that, hold on. I need to make sure I grab the right guy so it'll actually do the right gang up bonus. And what a 9 is yours exactly?
It's exactly, yeah.
So that's a hit?
Attacker wins?
Here, let me do this. Just drag that to here. And then change it to a 9 is a hit.
Okay.
Alright.
Like a shot?
Yeah.
That's it.
Add 1 to this. So it is a 10. You want to soak?
Yep.
All right. And second shot. Ooh. Is a miss. And third shot. Ooh, third shot is a 16.
Had a better one, but out of options now.
All right.
Put down the no thank you card.
So he shoots this shot at you, and it like kind of tears through your shirt, and it just does a flesh wound over your shoulder as Brutus kind of knocks you backwards. And he turns and looks at him real quick, and then he goes to aim to fire again, and he aims this like right at your face, and he pulls the trigger, and you hear it just click as you close your eyes, and you open to see him kind of looking at it, kind of jamming. All right. And while that's going on, 7 does not hit your parry. Ooh, that's terrible. All right, and then I need a strength save. All right. So he has you grappled right now then. He kind of ran up from behind and he's like pulling you back against the wall. So you are bound. You're not distracted. You're not entangled. You're just bound.
What are the?
No, never mind. That's the wrong one. It would be entangled. Is the one you are. Yeah. Okay. So you're distracted. It cannot move, but you can still do your full actions. Bound would mean you can't do shit. Bound would be the next step of like you're tied up and can't do shit.
Okay, so distracted, I get a -2 on anything I do. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we already did that. Felix,
Hi.
you see the other curse who was down there with you that was gonna heal you. He's starting to like make his way up the stairs, but he definitely has this kind of like cautious look, and he's got his gun out, and he's like, as he's moving up the stairs.
Question 1.
Sure.
At the beginning of this round, it said, "Hey, Felix's smite is fading." I don't know how to re-up that.
Just say it.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I just didn't know how it worked and wasn't sure if I had to
So
wait till
you
my
would
turn.
have to spend a point, I think, to maintain it.
Yes.
And that's pretty much it. And then it resets the countdown on it.
Okay, so
I'll recast it on you here. Did you have the 2 or the 4?
2
Okay.
with the heavy modifier, heavy
Okay.
weapon.
All right. Yeah. So what you do? There's a button you can press to maintain, and when you do, it'll just automatically reset it. I think it's on the combat tracker itself. Or you just let me know you want to do it, and then we do it that way.
Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna assume I gotta throw a paste die because there's no way I can get to that door without one right now, right?
You'd be able to get like to the door.
Like, would I be able to get here? Is that an option?
I'm not seeing you move anywhere. Oh no, you. So from what we determined is like a full movement would get you to here. So if you roll a pace die,
Yeah,
if you
I
rolled
know.
a 1, 2, 3, 4, if you rolled a 5 on your pace die, you could get there.
Okay.
So you can roll pace die and see how far, and basically however many you roll on your pace die is how many squares you can move in here.
Okie
So you rolled a 2, so you can move 2 inside of here.
Okay. Oh, I know you don't like it when I do the halfway movement. I don't know how to do this right.
Yeah, that's fine. That's 2.
Okay. That's it.
Okay.
There's nothing I can do.
So as you walk up the stairs, you see the dead bodies everywhere. Give me a notice roll. So you see the dead bodies of like some of the people that came with you and some of the bad guys. And then as you're like kind of walking in the room, you stop in your tracks as you see one of the curse that you came with, and their body is bent in half backwards, like shoulder blades touching calves, like bent in half. And his body's just kind of laying there. His eyes are open, like staring at you with this just look of pain on his face.
Did we establish if that guy died or if he's just like that? I don't
He's
remember.
fucking dead.
I don't remember.
No one did
you
a medical check.
I don't remember anyone specifically saying, and he died.
I mean, to
He's
be
just
fair,
missing a head, Cliff. Jeez.
I didn't
be
say he was
fair.
dead.
I can bend like that, so
He definitely
he's not as limber as me, maybe.
he definitely gives off dead vibes.
Yeah.
Now I don't know.
But yeah, Felix sees this, his pulse is pounding in his ears, and he looks towards the door even more determined to try to get there to help you because he doesn't see your body in here, so therefore you're still, at least hopefully, alive.
Little chunks of me over there, a little bit of hair right there.
So this Kurish walks in the room, immediately sees the other person that was hit with the same thing that he was, folded in half, and he loses his fucking nerve. As he walks in, you look over your shoulder and see him, and he definitely looks distraught. I am gonna put the distracted modifier on him. He's still there, and you may be able to talk some nerve into him, but as of right now, he has gone pale, and he is just like staring at it.
Fair. That is fair.
And it's your turn, so you can do whatever you want to do.
Nice. Oh no! I'm after Brutus. Do something good.
Right. Go de-Brutus the situation.
I'm going to attempt to de-Brutus the situation. Kablooey. He's gonna, like, basically say to this guy, like, it's okay, because, you know, if you don't take care of something, you could die too. He's not good at words. We know Felix is not good at this. Megan is also not good at words.
And then you just walk away.
It's okay, but if you don't take care of this, you will die too. That was the best line, the most Felix thing I've ever said.
I'll let you choose if that was persuasion or intimidation, and you can roll whichever one you want.
You know, honestly, I can't even process what I just said, because that was not at all what I had mentally planned to leave my mouth before the situation.
Roll psychic damage.
Right.
Emotional
was like,
damage.
Like, is double distracted a thing in this game?
We'll just go for intimidation.
Sure.
Sure, Felix is like, you can help fight or you can die.
I mean, either way you look at it, yeah. What is intimidation verse? Is that spirit?
Spirit.
Spirit.
Yeah.
Ha.
Follows you crying.
Yeah. You see his eyes kind of a little misty, and he just kind of nods like.
This guy is gonna be
Anyways.
fucked out.
As Felix rounds this corner and sees that X is basically completely surrounded, he's going to take out his gun and let's see, rate of fire is 3. What does 3 RB mean?
3 RB?
Yeah, that's what it says on the line underneath 3 RB.
Three round burst.
Okay.
3 round burst doesn't mean that it's that means that it actually shoots 3 steady.
Yeah, but it also says the rate of fire is 3. I was just wondering because the line underneath said that. I was like,
Yeah, so I think that what that means is that you can do you can choose to do it with a 3 round burst, which gives you a bonus to accuracy, but it's just 1 shot.
got it.
Let me see if I can find the exact wording on that. Which gun is it?
The Steyr AUG 5.56 millimeter.
The Augie.
Mm-hmm.
I think with this one being a 3 round burst, you can only shoot it 3 rounds, is what it means.
It wouldn't have a rate of fire, would it?
Well, yeah,
So then
it's
why
a rate
would
of
it say
fire
rate
of 3. Like,
fire?
you don't get an option of just shooting one bullet with this one. It's a 3-round burst, I think is what it's saying.
So do I shoot 3-round bursts in my rate of fire?
No.
Fine.
Hold on one second. So it says, a few military weapons could fire 3 rounds in rapid succession with one pull of the trigger. If this weapon has this ability, its rate of fire is 1 in that mode, but it fires 3 bullets at once and adds +1 to shooting and damage rolls. So you can either choose to do 3 like you normally would, or you could choose to do it in 3-round burst mode, which would be you just fire at one time, but you're going to get a +1 to shooting and a +1 to damage.
Got it.
Or you could just let her spray.
So I'm gonna fire 3 individual times
Okay.
for the 3-round burst. Not doing it as the round burst, doing it as a rate of fire 3.
Yep. So with that, then you have you would have to deal with the recoil of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much it. So you're gonna be rolling.
First shot against that fellow
So you would roll all your shooting shots with a -2.
with a -2.
Yep.
Let's see how we do.
Oh, and if you roll a 1, innocent bystander rules are in place.
Don't worry, I'm not too innocent.
Be fine.
Those people came to rescue, though.
Gonna Benjamin that.
That's a hit.
Yay.
Wait, no. Yeah, you did the -2s. Okay, yep, you're good.
So, did we decide that my I really hate these guys is still in effect for this?
It
game?
is.
Okay, and is that only for melee attacks, or does that count for this?
Damage
don't-
against these guys, I thought.
I thought it was.
I can't remember if it's melee damage against these guys or all damage against.
I
these
don't
guys.
think it specifies. I think it's just all damage.
Yeah, I think it's
from
just you just choose a type and it does +2 damage.
It
If you
wasn't
really
just
want to
+2
know, I
damage,
can
it
find
was
out.
roll a d6.
You roll it once, then you get that number for the rest of the encounter.
Right,
Which
and yours was
4 that I had
+2.
rolled. No, it wasn't. It was 4. The +2
You
is
get the
for my
+2
smite,
for the smite.
Oh, okay.
which doesn't count for this, of course, because the smite is on my fist, not my gun.
I really hate these guys. Says at the beginning of combat, choose one specific and identical type of extra. For the duration of the fight, all of your attacks gain 1d6 damage against them. Yep, so.
That 1d6 was rolled as a 4 last time, so it's still a +4 to injure this first person.
For all damage, except Brutus.
Yes. So damage on this guy.
Your smite is still in effect. So do a +2 instead of.
Well,
a
the smite's
+1.
already on there.
Well, yeah, but she's shooting, not punching.
Yeah.
Oh, so
it
it's
should be an
-2 from
not a
that? Okay.
13.
Let me see then. That would be same thing.
Okay.
All right, so blam.
All right. That makes the next one coming for Broody Boy.
So this one would not get the I hate these guys bonus.
It does not know, but it still gets -2 from the rate of fire.
Hey.
There it is.
Bye, X.
I'm so sorry.
Hey.
Can the other guy be the innocent bystander? The other group?
Mm.
Go ahead and roll, roll damage. And what does a 5 do on X?
Shaken.
Leaves him shaken. So yeah, so you drop the first dude, Felix, and then you go to shoot at the second at Brutus, who's basically got X pinned against the wall, and you got his fist cocked back. You shoot, and it goes past him, and it goes right in front of X's face, and like the wall right next to X, there is a bullet hole, like barely further out than his nose.
So anyways, that third fire.
You don't get a third shot,
Why not?
because that's the end of your turn. You crit failed
How
it.
is it not? Because I have a rate of fire of 3. I said I was firing 3. I've been subtracting 2 each time.
Right, but you crit failed. So
Okay,
that
I wasn't sure if that would end me or not.
that gun's done.
Ended.
Yeah. So what I'm choosing to do instead of giving you the wound for it
Is breaking my gun. Got
is
it.
breaking your
Okay.
gun.
It's a good
Should
thing
be
there's
like-
corpses with guns all
Yeah,
around
there should
me.
be like 10 or at your feet.
Yeah. You can pick up another gun. It's just for this purposes of this turn.
Do you
Yeah.
want me to toss this gun, or is the guns on the ground also the same type of gun?
You
Like,
can
do you want
grab
me to
this.
delete this or not? What?
No, you don't have to delete it. You can grab one from someone else.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if it was going to be like, they have the same gun as you, or not.
Well, I think you got the gun off of one of them in the first place,
This
didn't you?
was handed to me by Darian.
Oh, was it? Okay. So it's probably a different one. If you want, you can roll.
No, this is a pretty good gun. I'd rather not roll and take the chance of getting a shittier gun.
Okay. Yeah, so you pull the trigger, boom, bullet shoots, hits right next to X, and you hear the clattering sound of the magazine as it falls out and hits the ground. But you still have 2 movement if you want to take it.
Yeah, sure. We know how Felix do be, don't we? As he's
Tal.
got hatred just firing in his eyes.
I like it.
Continuing to stand guard.
Okay. So as you're standing guard, from the stairwell, you hear the sounds of gunfire breaking out, and you start hearing commotion.
Okay.
So as you fire and almost hit X in the face, Brutus looks over to you and says, "Hey, this one's mine." And he cocks back his fists, and he kind of puts his hand up like this at you, and he closes one eye, X, and you see him punching for your face.
Bullet shot.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Not the money maker.
Did it do the... It did. Let's go ahead and use his Benny.
The Benny for Brutus.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Oh.
And use another one. Why they make me do this? Really? Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Fruity. Baby.
Now Now I just have to do it. I got a point to prove.
To invest it.
6, 2. So I don't think that. I guess you'd have to tell me on this one, X. I'm pretty sure that if you can't move, that your Tanto and your ninjutsu really aren't helping with your parry.
How is
Then
he
I would-
holding him?
Yeah, but then I'd still have my entire action like normal. I'm just bound.
Like,
So
how
it
is
would
he
make sense that I
holding
can
X?
do my entire action.
Well, the guy, what I said is the guy he kind of like reached around the wall and like pinned him back, like so he's pinning him from like the chest.
Okay.
So that's what I'm asking. I mean, if you think that somehow you would be still able to parry these attacks with your weapons in this scenario.
Unless I'm completely entangled instead of just bound. Or I am entangled, so yeah.
Because he let go of one arm to throw the punch.
No.
Brutus
It's a
is
different
the
guy
one
that has him. The guy behind him has him. Brutus doesn't have him.
Got it.
So that's what I'm asking.
I feel like I still get the bonus since I'm able to still use them in my action.
Okay.
As soon as I get completely bound, then I can see that I don't get those bonuses.
Okay.
This one looks like it hits though.
Was that your final Benny that you just used?
Me? No. I still have 2 more.
Oh, that guy's also two-fisted. Got it.
This guy is a wild card, so he has his own bennies. So I used his before I started using mine.
Okay.
Wow.
Sin, I'm gonna need you to make me a vigor roll at a -2, please. So X, the last thing you see is this big fist coming out of your face, as he knocks you unconscious. And then he swoops around and grabs your body and he kind of pulls you up in front of him as he spins towards Felix. And then he starts walking backwards into this room.
That means my spells fade, huh?
I would say yes. I'll keep that hot iron and whiskey for you, though. And I'm gonna upgrade your entangled to bound now.
The way I've understood it for Savage Worlds is like, because there's not concentration, like whatever spell you cast is going to last its duration because the power has been spent. And then when it comes time to re-up it, then obviously he can't, and that's when it drops. But that's just how I thought it worked.
I mean, that's fair.
Alright, so X's arms, head, and feet up to his knees are still like pulsing with lightning and glowing white as he's getting dragged away.
Is he snoring?
As he's getting dragged too, there's like after images of himself like staying in place.
This echo trail.
Like he's lagging in real life.
Right.
But yeah, so the rules for a knockout blow is that a character will stay knocked out for about half an hour or until dramatically appropriate to wake up. So X is just knocked out.
I gotta take a bathroom break.
You might have
You're
done that too.
unconscious. You would have done that too. Wait.
All right. I'm confused. I'm so confused.
Why?
Well, because I have 3 of these dudes left and only 2 tokens down.
You know, I was thinking the same thing, but I was just assuming they were off screen where I couldn't see them.
They were totally.
Cheat.
And this dude was in the bathroom through this whole thing.
Did
He
he wash
just-
his hands?
He just can't know.
Oh.
Ah, I see him here with me.
He comes out like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Scared the shit out of me.
And they're like,
Literally.
"You fucking idiot! Go get your gun!"
Hey guys, you're never gonna guess what I found over there.
An experienced soldier ally, quote unquote.
Add 1 to this. Don't bother.
I was about to say, are you sure?
Add 1 to this.
No, because mine is 2 because dodge.
Oh, okay. And then yeah. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Bloop bloop. Bloop bloop. Okay. I'm rolling it directly on Felix, and for some reason it's not rolling it against anything for Felix. It's just rolling it regular for some reason. Hey, there we go. Okay. What is your toughness?
10.
Or not toughness, your your toughness is 10. What am I doing? This is with a raise anyways. Okay.
Still minus 2, so that's 11, but that's... Is that
So
still-
I don't think that well, it's 4 over no matter what, right? So I'd have to
Yeah.
hit a 6. 4 over would be 10. So yeah. All right. So add 1 to this. So 14. So if we drop a 14 on Feely Boy, that is 1 wound. Do you wish to soak?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I do.
All right. And then one, two, and then there's one more. So, all right. So, Felix, as you start walking towards, you see X get socked in the face. You see his body go limp. This guy picks him up and drags him back into the room. And you see these 2 guys kind of run in front of the door and just start opening up fire on you. And by whatever level of intervention that you see fit for, the bullets seem to hit everywhere but you. All right. Tal's turn. Perfect. John's gone. I'm gonna need John to get a wireless headset like Sin.
Go back!
Did X take those 4 wounds? Right?
No.
No?
Nope. Takes enough damage to be shaken or worse from attack of the dragon with a bigger roll. I don't know if you're supposed to take them too.
The way I've been doing it is you get the wounds and you do the knockout blow if they're still up.
Okay. Well then, sure. You have the wounds as well.
It's not good on my case, but that's what I've been doing.
Okay. Yeah, because the wording of it says if a character takes enough damage to be shaken or worse from an attacker, he must make a vigor roll -2 if the attack was to the head.
You're all great.
So, John's gonna hold his turn.
Fine. I mean, he's.
Is it a fake out or is he actually here?
He's putting the headset on.
All right.
He's got the headset on.
He's actually here?
I'm here taking care of a minor emergency, but yeah, Tao's just doing the same shit.
Okay. All right.
Did it scoop all the way down to there?
I don't know what the fuck just happened. Okay. It won't let me do what I want to do because of the fucking thing that you can't see going on. So just know that X and Brutus have been dragged away from where you can see.
Understandable.
They are completely out of your sight. All right.
So as these guys are firing into Felix's direction, after Felix has seen this, Felix is almost kind of looking slightly feral as he's approaching these guys, and step 1, punch a motherfucker.
Wait. Before you punch a motherfucker. Boop. All right. As soon as
get to go first.
Because of the edge that he has, if you step into range with him, he gets to attack you first.
Got it.
And that is with a raise, so add 1 to this, plus this. All right, so we got 14 on to Felix. That is a wound. Do you wish to soak it? Megan?
I'm thinking.
Oh.
There's a lot of math happening in my brain. We're gonna soak it.
Okay.
It's gone.
All right.
It just grazes one of his egg sacs and fucking fish goblet eggs shoot out of the side of his arm or something.
You.
Well, anyways, that fist I had already thrown is claiming a hit on him. So is that accurate?
Oh, yeah. I mean, a 13 is still a hit. Oh, wait, no, sorry, not a 13. What'd you roll before?
6.
A 6 would be I think an exact hit. It is an
Okay.
exact hit.
So this is a goon, so +4. For the damage roll.
And that's enough.
And then swing with the other one and punch our other friend over here. As hard as he fucking can, apparently.
Yes.
Now, Felix is just gonna full on, like, bloody pulp this man's head, I guess. With that. Oh, wait, I forgot the raise button. And.
It's gonna do raise automatically.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, because I have him selected. +4.
Felix have ambidextrous
Two-fisted.
and ambidextrous?
No.
Oh. So like, pop, same hand?
So you should you? So if you don't have ambidextrous, what does that mean? That means you get a
That
-2
means you-
penalty
With the
for offhand.
Hold on. Two-fisted character makes a fighting attack. One action. And another from a different hand in a later action. Second attack doesn't inflict multi-action penalty. The offhand penalty still applies unless he's ambidextrous. So I guess I probably should be taking minus for that, but I don't really...
Doesn't
Yeah, you should
matter
be
for
taking
this
a
one.
-2 for for this one. He's still fucking dead. But that's a good call.
Okay, yeah, noted. -2 still for two-fisted.
Yeah.
It's just not -4.
Correct.
And then after he just, like, caves this guy in, he's just gonna continue through this door, just roar, "Get back here!" He's just, like, full focused on get X back.
All right.
I don't know how much movement I had left. Couldn't remember.
You had enough. 2, 3, 4. I think you had 2 more actually.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
Because I had been here. Then I moved 3 over to there before this turn. And then I moved the 2 squares closer to that one guy to kill. One square over for the
You
other
moved
to kill.
4.5 squares from where you currently are. Because you were like right in the threshold of the doorway before.
I wasn't. That was the turn before. And that turn ended with, how do I ping?
That
I
was
don't remember.
that was right at the start of this turn.
No, it wasn't.
And then you moved your steps forward to punch the people, right?
I had already moved forward a bit. I had
Well, I
came
know
through
you
the
were
door,
at motherfucker.
and then I moved
Hold
forward
on.
3.
You
and then
were
it was the next
here.
round.
You were
Yes.
here when you started this turn.
Yes, but you had said through the threshold. So I
Yeah,
thought,
this
like,
is the
right
this
there.
is the doorway right here. See the doorway right here?
I did not see that door right now. I thought you.
Yeah, so you were here.
I was like, what are you talking about?
So
No.
you moved 1, 2, 3, 4, but you landed here, so you were 4.5 is what you moved. So you have 1.5 more squares you can move.
Okay, well, what do I see from like
Yeah.
my perspective now? Of course, because you said they kept going. Where, in fact, is Brutus and X?
Yeah. So, so as you turn this corner, are you gonna move the full 2 more in?
I mean, if he can't see Brutus from where he's standing, he's going to continue moving. Yes.
Okay. So by the time you get here, so even that half step off, you see X over here propped up against some boxes. See that? There it goes. Okay. And you see this young looking, almost like a kid, standing there with a sword held onto X's neck. And he's just looking at you, smiling. So you do have one more movement if you want to move, but
This is Felix's turn for now as he sits there staring at the scene with his slightly feral eyes.
okay. And he's standing there. He's holding the sword to X's neck, who is unconscious, propped up against this box. And he's just kind of looking, and he's smiling, and he doesn't say anything for a second. He's like, "You look pretty good for a dead guy." Oh, now all of a sudden you don't have anything to say, huh?
No, that was Megan not realizing she was allowed to speak.
Oh, yeah.
Well, just call me a cockroach because I can't get down.
Well, I know you can bleed. In fact, I'm pretty sure you had quite a few chunks missing last time I got done with you.
So dude, it feels like more than 6 seconds and my brain's just like, turns over.
I'm curious. You think your friend here can survive without a head?
Audible sounds of Felix's teeth grinding. He just fucking sneezes.
Ooh.
No.
We can do that?
So I'm using
Flip
my
it to the
veto?
rule book. Well,
No.
shit, it doesn't say we can't. How
What's
about
Judy doing?
how about you turn and leave and your friend stays in one piece?
There's a lot of struggle in Felix's face. I don't know what X's face is doing.
X's face is sleeping. X's face is probably, in all seriousness, probably really fucking bruised. And there's probably blood coming out of his nose and mouth from the massive fist that fucking bashed his head in.
Get him back.
Wrong answer.
Oh, you know what's fun? The answer is still no!
He cuts his own head off.
So I'm gonna use my DM power on this one. I did not roll an attack roll.
The answer is no.
Well, you wouldn't for a crit fail.
I wouldn't, because there's no attack roll here. The blade's already on his unconscious throat. This is an execution.
Finisher mechanics.
Yeah, like that's
said
it.
No, though.
No, sorry.
Damage isn't really even needed.
No, that was for dramatic effect.
He has a cheap sword.
He's like, man, I can't really seem to get right through this guy's jugular.
He's like, wrong answer. Shit. I think that'd be even more terrifying. He could cut his head off with a spoon. He's like, man to be feared. Yeah, no, so he says wrong answer, and he just slides the blade across, and as he does, you see X's throat open up, and you see blood flick across the room. And his body hits the ground. And then he smiles at you, and he says, how about we finish what I started?
I'm sweating.
Tal, you're still hearing a bunch of commotion in the stairwell that appears to be getting louder, and you're hearing a bunch of like sounds of magic and guns and all this ruckus going on.
Would he be able to hear Felix screaming, get back here and give him back?
Probably not.
A shame.
There's still just 2 hallways full of all sorts of doors and shit, right?
Mm-hmm. But all this noise you're hearing is coming from the stairwell that you guys took to come up here.
I can't leave their backs unguarded, so stand put, ready in action to attack.
Okay. Felix!
More very loud Felix screaming. And, I want a 3-round burst, Jordy.
You never said you picked up another gun.
I just assumed that was unspoken because we said that I could.
Well, no, you actually have to do it.
I just assumed that meant that we were doing it.
You could spend a Benny and say you did. Or you could say you grab one from the ground here and start doing it. That's fine, even, because there would be...
There is people directly beside me that are dead, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take one of their guns now. And now I'm going to shoot Jordy. So is that probably like half my movement or something?
I mean, it would probably only be like 2 of your movement to like walk back to that doorway and grab a gun. So Jordy is standing behind boxes, and he would have 3/4 cover. So you're gonna be rolling your shots with a -4.
You said I would be moving 1 box that way, 1 box to me, so that's 2 movement that I've already done.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess Felix would go to here-ish.
So I have to ask you.
Yes.
In this moment, is Felix like blinded with rage?
Absolutely.
So he is just solely focused on fuck this guy up.
Yeah, Jordy's pretty much the only thing in Felix's mind right now is this man is going to die. And
Okay.
die painfully.
Give me a agility roll at a minus, we'll say a -2. As you walk through that threshold, Brutus gets the drop on you.
Damn. Why is it still listing X?
Oh, because he's got him targeted. I'm re-rolling that anyways. +4. Okay. I don't know why it's still doing it that way, but he's still targeting X for some reason. He really wants X dead, apparently. For no reason whatsoever. 15 is a hit with a raise. All right.
Double dead.
X is so fucking dead right now.
Do you
Why
want
is he
to
doing this?
do you want to Benny that, Felix?
So this is automatically rolling like hurtiness, right? Or is it okay? So it's just one wound on me.
Yeah, just one wound on you.
For just one wound on me, I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Okay.
Do I get to complete the rest of my turn, or is this freeze my turn?
No, so you still get to do your turn, but now you have Brutus that is to your side that is engaging in melee combat with you.
Yeah, am I allowed to turn and just basically just take the gun and blow his head off?
You're allowed to turn and attempt to shoot him, yeah.
I would attempt to blow his head off, yes.
Okay. Then, yep, so you can do that. Go ahead and make the roll for it. It would be against his parry.
Does she also get her adventure card back since it didn't apply?
Yeah, she would.
Thanks.
Yeah, and that would be a miss. So you feel his presence as you're walking, and you turn to shoot right when he hits you, and the shot just goes amiss. All right, and you said you were just doing the 3-round burst, one shot, right? That aim shot at him.
Yeah, but I didn't get to properly blow Brutus's head off like I wanted to, unfortunately. Poor guy. Poor guy. So Brutus hits you, knocks you backwards, and then he's gonna look at you and say, "All that muscle, but so frail underneath. How about we handle this like gentlemen?" And he squares up, and he is gonna taunt. I'm gonna get the free reroll on that taunt. I'll take the 5. Can I get a spirit roll from Felix, please? I think it's spirit for taunt, right? Oh no, smart. Sorry, it's a smarts roll. Damn.
Is it?
I
Yep.
like spirit better.
Can I get a smarts roll from Felix, please?
I mean, we can, and I will roll the smarts roll, but I already, without the smarts roll even passing, would tell you, I have the hindrance thin-skinned. Do you not think that him saying this to Felix would not cue Felix being like, I'm gonna smack the shit out of this guy?
You are distracted. And as he sees your eyes react to his taunt, he just gets this shit-eating grin on his face. And he actually, like, stands up, he pops his vest, unbuttons it, and then he squares up to you.
You say pops his vest, unbuttons it, and squares up, but I know that art exactly because that's one of the Pinterest pins I have saved for Felix, and that man's shirtless. But anyways. I saw that face, I was like, I know him!
Gotta love free art.
We love free art. But yeah, that's one of the body references I use for Felix.
I bet you all love free art.
You know what, Sin? Have I not overpaid you for every art you've ever given me?
I know.
I know, he says.
I'm assuming John's gonna be doing the same thing, so I'll put him on hold.
Yep.
Felix, you are no longer shaken. What's up?
The hell is that symbol? Oh, just hold action, I guess.
And then
Yeah.
the second fist, I guess.
Make sure you do the -2 on that.
Yep.
So as you throw your blow at him, he smacks your hand out of the way both times.
Give me a second to activate my brain cells that I don't have. Alright, I guess let's try to taunt this motherfucker right back. Can I do that?
No, because you already did an action.
I wasn't sure if that counted as an action or not. Okay.
Yeah. It's a full action to taunt, yeah.
The full action to use your words? Okay.
Not to use your words, but to use your words as weapons.
To use your words aggressively. It's different.
Exactly. Who? So he swats your punches away and he's like, that's cute. Let me show you how it's done. And which one is it? I need to see if he has.
Wait a minute.
It's a free.
Pause.
Huh?
My smite didn't go into that damage roll on this guy. For the 9, it would have been an 11. Would that have hit him? Would that have wounded him or anything? Or hit him or shaken him?
Why is smite not going off?
I don't know why it didn't apply.
+2 to. Oh, that you didn't hit him. Smite does damage. You didn't hit.
Right. Sorry.
That's why I didn't do it.
That explains a whole lot.
This guy has something that I put on specifically for this, and I can't find it in his fucking edges, so I can't use it. God damn it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We just do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, I fucked up. That's a GM fuck up. I put distracted on you instead of vulnerable, which is why it's not working. Okay. You gonna roll damage or what, buddy? All right, so he hits you. He throws the first one. You dodge out of the way, and he comes back with a left uppercut and just connects. And you do not have enough to soak it, so you take both those wounds.
Not have enough to soak it. But it's a 6.
Right, it soaks one of them, so you take the other one. Okay.
I was like, wait, don't give me 2 wounds. I only get 1.
You are correct. And you are still shaken as well.
Mm-hmm.
You have a Benny left.
Doesn't say I do.
I didn't give it to you because you were unconscious, but you have a Benny left.
Okay. How do I re-roll a bleed out? Is it just a vigor roll?
Might be, yeah.
I think so.
It says vigor, yeah.
That's a 1.
The -5 wouldn't count towards that. So it'd be the full 6. So you would actually still be in it. Jesus Christ.
Why did he need to re-roll then? Because if we're not taking a -5...
Oh, it does take the -5 out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I thought for bleed out rolls it didn't do it, but it's doing it. Okay.
That makes it really...
So is he dead or not?
Right.
I did.
Yeah, bound wouldn't apply to it. That is true. He's definitely not really bound anymore. So that would be what? A 4? A 4 would be you're still alive, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, give him that money back.
Yep, gave it back. Let me remove bound so it does this correctly. Let me remove dead. Okay. Tal, are you doing anything? Or are you still waiting for this commotion that's getting louder and louder to get to you?
So I'm still hearing gunshots and shit, like...
Yeah, so you're hearing gunshots and you're hearing like magic and shit going off. Like there's a bigger battle going on. But you're not seeing anybody right now. And at this point, you haven't heard anything from the opposite side for a good 30 seconds or so, like Felix and the other Kurish kind of ran back up the stairs, and then it's been radio silent since then.
And this is just down the stairs is where I'm hearing the commotion.
Yes.
Guess I'll go see what the commotion is, because if I can't hear what's going on upstairs, well, I wouldn't be able to do anything anyway, so...
Yeah, give me a stealth roll.
Nope, not stealth.
Okay. So as you're like moving down the stairs, you get down about 3 or 4 floors. Is when you start seeing like the group of people that are here holed up in this hotel are like standing at the top, and they're like shooting down, and you see your people down at the bottom basically casting spells and shooting back at them. And there's like this mini like skirmish going on inside the stairwell about 4 levels below you.
Okay. I'm just gonna shoot at them.
Yeah. So they see that you're there as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can definitely do that.
Okay.
And just roll a regular spell casting if you're gonna do it.
Gonna blast with the extra damage. I'm assuming in a small stairwell that I don't really need to expand that, huh?
Not too much.
I want to know why Tal's attacking me.
Hey, man.
From when I healed you.
Yeah, I know. I'm just being a shit.
Because sometimes you need to be attacked.
To be fair, I am a little shit.
Doesn't show me as my turn, so I can't untarget him right now.
There. I untargeted him for you.
Okay.
Roll a damage roll, and do the extra die. I don't think it's gonna do it automatically because we changed targets.
Right. So this will be.
They're fine.
They're not doing great. Yeah. So, are you doing any of the modifiers to like avoid hitting your own people?
Well, you said that they have the high ground shooting down on my people, so I'm just kind of right in the middle of them.
You're just trying to blanket on just all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's you did the area effect one.
Yep.
Fucking 23. Yeah. So yeah, you could see like there's been a couple casualties from your end. There's been casualties on their end. And as you shoot this blast out, you can see as it hits these people that you see like a shield around them, and then it kind of like bursts, and then you see it take effect onto them. So you can tell that they actually have some aberrant or some Kurish with strong enough powers in their rankings as well.
And he's going to. Well, is there any enemies left? I guess I should ask that first.
No.
Okay.
I mean, how big of an area is that? A medium burst template?
Medium burst by default, yeah.
No, I would say that you pretty much cleared out that entire area.
He's gonna yell down, anybody. We need reinforcements to the top floor. within the magic dampening field, and whoever's in my link with Team 3, let them know to start prepping for the last resort.
Ooh.
And then he's gonna... Well, he doesn't have any movement action yet, so that's in his turn.
All right. Felix, give me a notice roll.
Felix, if there was ever a time to activate your one of 3 brain cells, this is it. Good boy.
What was the stealth roll he rolled?
7.
Okay, perfect. Yep. So yeah, you see as you're kind of scuffling back and forth, you see Jordy kind of like creeping up behind you, and he has his sword out. So lucky for you, you don't get hit with the drop.
Fuck you and your gang up bonus.
And you feel him stab you right in your right side.
So I'm noticing right now that the layout is very incorrect for how many wounds Felix has.
Yeah. Felix is at 4 now.
Uh-huh.
It's also incorrect for Axe.
Yeah, shouldn't his screen be grayed out?
I'm dead.
Yet.
So hot.
All right, and Felix, you're no longer shaken.
I'm doing a brain. Alright, first punch on Brutus. What crap? Don't mind me.
Threw that punch hard as shit.
Right?
Curled
Yeah,
up the
made my
toes
whole
and
calf-
gripped the fucking floor with the feet.
Made the whole calf muscle spasm.
You need to eat a banana. That is a hit, though.
I'm glad it is.
Just a hit. He actually blocks your hit, and you power through it just ever so slightly.
Oh, so that's a match, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Combat. Bare hand. It go boom.
You push in, you punch, and you feel his arms soak up all the blow.
But I'd like to know how he feels about a 20. To be perfectly honest.
I'll tell you how he feels about a 20. A 20 would be 2 wounds. And he would soak one of them.
What a little bitch.
Why is it showing incapacitated? He's not incapacitated.
I'd like him to be.
I mean,
No.
Okay, well, here comes the second fist. Oh, I also forgot to add 2 for the smite. No, it's saying that the smite is there for the hands. Never mind.
Yeah, the smite
Okay.
works when you do damage. You just rolled attack
Damage.
last time.
Oh, anyways. No!
Yes, you hit him and you feel your knuckles dig into the muscle of his arms and you feel it strike bone as you kind of push his arms against his chest and you see him grit his teeth a little bit. And that second one that you do, he just completely blocks it. All right. Axe, give me a vigor roll.
That's it. Now you can grade me out.
After you hit him, he kind of laughs at you, and he's like, "And here I thought you were the tough one of the group." I'm gonna do a reroll on that. He gets a free reroll on taunts. I'll do that one against your smarts.
We don't
All right.
do that here.
And now he is going to leave you vulnerable, not distracted.
My big old dumbass is gonna get himself killed in here with X. But that's what Felix would do, so here I am playing the character, dying inside. I need to switch to shorts. I am sweating my ass off. I'll be back.
Add 1 to this. Alright, there you go. He's done.
This guy coming to save the day.
Go get a Miller.
It's a Miller and Soldier 1 all wrapped up together.
This guy runs in the room, and like as soon as he runs in here, he just goes and just deads him. He's like, hurry up and finish this. And so Felix,
We got some unfortunate news.
so the last guy of your group, he killed the other guy that was there,
For him.
and then he ran into the room and immediately was struck down.
A shame, but also good for him. For killing that other guy.
So it is your turn.
So, question.
Yeah.
Does the taunt only last like one round and it'll disappear next round?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless he taunts you again.
Unless he taunts me. Do you want to know the definition of insanity? Why did that work?
No.
Felix is just sitting here like basically dead, still swinging.
Well, I mean, lucky for you that you went before him, so he doesn't actually get to take advantage of that. I'm gonna do a multi-action. And as he sees you losing steam, he's like, "Come on, big fella. Put a little shoulder into it." Can I have a smarts roll, please? Phenomenal.
In true Felix fashion.
You are vulnerable, and his second action is going to be to attack. And because you're vulnerable, he gets +2 to damage. Because of his edge. And that was poopy. Ah, fuck it. Let's do this. If we're gonna set all this up, might as well try to make something out of it. Or not. Okay, whatever. And then his second attack. Oof. 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 So bad.
Apparently still dodging just fine.
Tal, at this point, I'm assuming you're amassing the troops and running back up there?
Yep.
Give me a pace die.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to tell those who are still fight ready and told them the situation. Tell them to go the fuck up, and while they're doing that, he's just gonna try and heal some of the wounded so they can be more effective.
Okay.
Or get back into the fight.
Okay.
So how many are wounded, I guess?
11.
Okay, and about how many are already charging upstairs?
Probably a good... If you didn't say anything right away and you were like, tell them to go up there and start running up, all the ones that were like able-bodied and whatnot started running up already.
Right, so how many is that? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Probably like... We'll say 10 people.
Okay. Of the wounded, how many are aberrant?
Of the wounded, how many are aberrant?
Mm-hmm.
5.
Of the 5, he's going to choose the 3 that, from his knowledge of their capabilities, the most capable.
Sure.
He's going to prioritize them, and he's going to try to heal 3 of them.
You're gonna do 3 multi-actions and try to do 3 heals?
3 heals.
Okay. Big
And
baller
the
over
ghouls
here.
won't be able to cast when they get upstairs?
2,
That's a heal. That's a heal.
3.
That's a heal. With a raise.
Right. Yep.
Um, And another thing too that Heathcliff brought to my attention that I did not realize is if you taunt someone or a test in general and you succeed with a raise, that leaves that person shaken. So you would have been shaken from the taunt, and then that hit that shook you would actually have been a wound. So you are at...
So what you're telling me is that Eldereth 101 is Heathcliff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've been like, who is this fucking guy the whole time?
This fucking guy's problem.
It's fucking asshole. Hey. So with that hit, then that would have knocked Felix out.
Layout still says I only have 2 wounds. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right. And we'll say that everybody has a 4 on their pace die, so they're running up. So they are 4 flights of stairs down, I said. And we established that you could basically do 1 flight of stairs in a full movement. So it would take them with the +4, basically 3 rounds of movement to make up there. Oh my god, dude, yo. So Jordy got 2 jokers and a 2. Those are the cards that he rolled with this time.
Statistics in this game are baffling to me.
So, Felix, as you get knocked down to the ground, Jordy kind of standing over you. He leans in and he whispers, "Let's see if you can die." And then he takes his sword and he plunges it into your chest.
This has not been a good game for the players.
I always have fun. This is great.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm not enjoying it or having fun. It's still just one of those things like, man, we've not been rolling too hot.
I was rolling great.
Yeah, you had
Problem
like
is,
a bunch
Brutus
of
rolled-
really good ones.
Brutus rolled good.
Oh, did I pass my bleed out?
You did, but I mean, that doesn't technically matter because you should have rolled that right away. And then,
you know, my
he hits you
knocked
with
out
this. He hits you with that when you're dead, and then you're dead. So technically, you should be rolling you're dead. Yeah, there's really no other way to put that. Oh, John, bad time.
I'm here.
You lie.
I'm here.
You lie.
You're the only player left, my guy. Get back here.
So if it takes 3 turns for everybody to get up there, narrate to me what's happening. Are you like following behind them and like guiding them on where to go, or how's this going on?
He told them straight to the top of the stairs where he came from. Top floor, there's a essence dampening field. And I told him to get up there while he's trying to get as many people back into the fight as he can.
Okay.
Because him running with them literally does nothing.
Okay. So as they're still up there, you start healing. You would go with them afterwards, though, right?
Once people got up, yeah.
Okay. So as you start reaching the top of the stairs, you hear like this loud bang that comes from up there, and you start hearing just the sound of just gunshots and people like screaming, and you hear like this battle going up. As you make your way to the top, you see that there's this guy. I don't think you seen him initially when the battle went through. I think you were on like the opposite side in the dark. So I don't think you actually seen what this guy looks like.
Mm-mm.
But you would see this guy that is just basically just beating the shit out of these people that are coming up there. And eventually, just from sheer numbers, ends up getting taken down by them. As you walk through, you see just this display of carnage. These dead bodies everywhere. People from your side, people from their side. Aberrant, Kurish, Chase. As you move your way through the lobby, through the foyer, you see this body that is bent in half backwards. You step out into the hall to see destroyed furniture, blood, bodies.
X probably dropped his swords at that point when he got knocked out, so in that corner would be X's Ninjado and his Tanto.
Alright, so as you make your way through here, you would see X weaponry in this corner.
He's gonna pick them up and look at them and it's like, and then he's going to walk in to see what's going on.
As you walk into this room, you see first Felix's lifeless body laying there with his arms sprawled out in a pool of blood. And you see on the opposite side of the room X lying face down in a pool of blood, and you see this skittering of blood from where his body is to the other side of the room. And you see sitting on a box this looks like a kid, maybe 18, 19 years old, blonde-haired kid. And he's sitting there, and he has one foot on X's ass, and he's just kind of sitting on the box, and he has the sword in his hand. And he's just looking, and as like you and then everybody else is walking in, you see his eyes just sort of surveying the area.
He's just looking at the bodies, the two in particular. And I'm assuming among the people standing around, they still have guns, right?
Uh-huh. Yep. And at this point, the only resistance here is this one person that's sitting there, and they're not currently moving or doing anything.
Why is that thing still alive?
As you say that and someone starts to aim, you hear him saying, "Huh. I figured you'd be the one to do it."
He holds up his hand and tries to ignite his power. No.
Oh. So you're nothing without the powers, huh?
Is that what the kid's saying?
Yeah.
Nearest automatic rifle.
Take your pick. There's a few of them laying around.
Alright. I'm sure he's gonna figure it out. He's gonna take it and just full on spray this fucking kid.
Sure.
Till we hear the fucking click.
Yeah, and just 'cause I didn't do this before. So he's here. He's just kind of sitting over X's body. This guy, which it won't let me move. There we go. Okay, he was overwhelmed in there. So it's really just you and him, and then there's a few other people that are kind of trickling in behind you. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and give me 3 shooting rolls with a -2 because you're just doing full auto spray. So you can do -2 and then
3 unskilled rolls with a -2. You got it.
There we go. One of them.
yeah, one of them hits.
Oh, I didn't. Oh yeah, I did. No, I didn't.
So it's not with a raise, but it's still a hit.
Still a hit, yeah.
Go ahead and roll 2d8. So that's an 11. And oh my fucking god, dude. I'm gonna. He soaks it. So as you hit him with it, he kind of just takes it. And he's like, yes. Get angry. Look what I did to all your friends. And he kind of like kicks his foot on X's ass as he kind of like shakes his lifeless body.
And this appears to be a human, correct?
He looks like he's probably Kurish, yeah.
And his composure is still there, but there's like obvious tears streaming down his eyes. This is what you humans desire. Destruction and death. And you want it from everyone else around you. You take and you use people. And you lie. You make promises and then you go back on them.
I think you must have me mixed up with someone else. I have never lied to anyone in this place. Everyone here chose to stick by me after we broke free from that animal that used to be here. Everything that I've done up until this point has been to keep my people safe. No different than what you've done. Your forces are just stronger than mine.
Oh. Just survival. As you glee at the pain you've caused. No, we're nothing alike. He's gonna grab another automatic and repeat.
You don't have to grab another one.
Okay. Like I said, like the whole intention was he was just gonna keep shooting till this fucking thing like ran out of bullets or it was dead.
Yeah, I mean, if that's your intention, so he's not moving or putting up a fight about any of this.
Then he's gonna move closer.
Okay.
In fact, he's gonna put it up to his fucking head if he's not moving.
Yeah, no, he's not. So like, if you're like walking closer to him as you're having this conversation, he's not moving at all. And as you like aim the gun towards him, you came to my house. I didn't come to yours.
Fair point. He's gonna change from his head to the right at the shoulder of the arm that's holding the sword.
Okay.
And then he's gonna pull the trigger.
Okay. Yeah, you shoot it, and he like winces, and he like lets go of the sword.
And without much hesitation, he's gonna. If this kid is still just sitting there, he's just gonna point at the other shoulder, do the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. After you shoot the second shoulder, he like winces in pain, and then he starts laughing. He's like, as you can see, we're not so different.
Kneecaps, same thing.
Yep. Yeah, and he at this time he's just kind of like laying there, like unable to move. He's like coughing up blood.
He is going to grab him by like the collar of his shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts dragging him out of the room and down the stairs. Out of the door of the first landing. And he is going to find the nearest window.
So just for clarity before we go through all this, you're standing right by the balcony.
Right, but the field would still be active up there, right?
Oh yeah. Just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. So you're gonna drag him like down a flight of stairs and like into the hallway to one of the windows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he just presses him up against it. Just, is this what you wanted? As his eyes start to glow.
And he just smiles and goes, yes.
Why? And the tears are still coming down his eyes, even though he's completely still seemingly composed.
Because I have nothing else at this point. You've killed my men. You've killed my family. At least I can say I defended my home. I defended my domain until my last breath.
Say it to whom? So with that, he begins casting. And we'll say he started. No. Mm-mm. All right. We'll do this with a modifier for edit. Let's see if we can do this. So he is digging into this guy's mind, and everything that the way he thinks it played out, he is going to change the memory to him dying in the most failure way possible, shitting himself, pissing himself, running away while he got massacred. There, that's what you can say. And then with that memory embedded into his brain, Tao's going to use teleport foe and teleport him to the other side of the window.
Okay, so you're just gonna drop him like 9 stories to the water below.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Did anybody follow him?
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's people that followed you. I'm sure you probably needed a little help getting him out in the hallway if you were literally dragging his dead weight.
I mean, it was a kid.
I mean, he was like 17, 18 years old. It wasn't like a 5-year-old or anything.
Wow. That's less fun. Got my points here. He's gonna go to the group and just says, get everything that we came for, and he's just looking down at, like, from X to Felix and back again. It's like, we need to see if there's anything we can do before it's too late.
So you walked back into the penthouse. So as you're saying that to people, one of the aberrant, you hear it from the back say, "Tal, I think you need to see this."
He was gonna wait until he sees that they are prioritizing the two of them like he asked, and then if so, then he's gonna follow.
Sure, yeah. I mean, you get as many hands as can start like picking them up and bringing them downstairs.
Okay.
And they kind of like motion you back to the back bedroom. And in this back bedroom, you see these women. The first room that you walk into, there are 3 women that are dead inside the room. And as your eyes are like looking over there at that, this aberrant looks at you and goes, "That's not what I'm talking about." And he continues walking, and he opens up this bathroom, and in this back bathroom, you see this large naked man who is chained down, and he has this large metallic collar on his neck. And you see that there are 3 women that are chained in this room as well, that are alive but barely. Give me a notice roll, please, Tal. As you're about to dismiss this scene, you notice that the person that is chained down is Rushkov. And as he sees you walk in, he starts laughing. He's like, this is not how I thought we would see each other again.
Where is Kay?
Who is that?
Of course, you wouldn't take time to know her name. All the same with you all.
Do you think I chained myself here?
How are you stopping my use of essence?
He kind of leans his neck back and he hits this metal collar.
It's being powered by you?
Oh. Technically, it's being powered by them. And he points to the three women.
So what's your part in this?
I'm not quite sure how it works. You are to thank for this. Whenever you did whatever it was, I changed. And I was able to pull the power from people. And when that little shit turned on me, he used this against me.
You wanted power so bad. And you got it.
It is ironic.
He's going to kneel down in front of him and he like just kind of like pulls his head back by his hair. You are a coward. You send people whose names I'm sure you didn't even know to shoot us, to kidnap people, to blow up people's houses. And this is how you end. Interesting. And he's gonna take X's Tonto. He's gonna wait for like Rushkoff to get ready to respond. He's gonna put it in his mouth and just
Okay.
Flavor.
and he's
Extra
just,
spicy.
that is what I've been waiting to pay you back for shooting Sophie. And now that debt is paid.
He sort of gurgles as you watch the light fade for him from his eyes. And as he does, this device around his neck starts to just whirl like crazy.
How many women are in here with him
3.
that are alive?
3.
And this is only making this sound around him on this thing on his neck?
Yep, and as soon as it starts to go crazy, you immediately feel a rush of essence come back into you.
Okay. He is going to. Well, what is it connected to? Is it like a chain, a cord? Like, what is this? The other end of this thing?
So it's this large metallic like disc around his neck, and there's like this thick braided cable that's going into the wall, and then coming out of that same wall are 3 other thick braided cables that are leading to the women with a similar device around them.
Okay. He's going to take X's sword and he's going to try and cut the cable.
Okay. Give me an agility roll. What cable are you cutting? The thick one that's around Rushkoff's neck, or from one of the ladies?
His.
As you cut it, you see all 3 of the women kind of like gasp, almost like they've been holding their breath until they couldn't hold it anymore, and then they finally had to was forced to breathe. They all do it in sync with one another, and as that happens, the tone from this collar that he's wearing goes solid flatline. Boo! What do you do in that instant?
With that cut, he is 2 things he's going to do very quickly. So if he steps out of this room, is he able to see that balcony?
Not the same one. So here, let me do this. Seems how probably not going to get a chance to show off this map that I spent like fucking 5 hours making. So you are in this back bathroom here.
Okay.
There is a singular window here. It's a small window though. It's like a little bit higher up and smaller. But other than that, there's another balcony that you noticed when you walked in here, but it's completely boarded up.
Nah, the small one's good enough. He just has to see it. So he is going to one hand on his shoulder, the other hand on the he's going to drop the sword, grab the Tonto, and then he is going to teleport him through to the other side of that window.
Okay. How far can you teleport somebody?
Base smarts.
So 12?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so so if he's like right here where you are,
So actually 12 remaining.
so you could move him basically here-ish.
Okay. Well, double with a raise.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's another 3. So yeah, he's hanging on to the Tonto, but the rest of Rushkoff is going.
Okay. So as you manage to move and motion towards that window, you see this small flick of light. And that small flick of light turns into this cacophony out the window. And the window inside of here shatters from this explosion. Give me a... For one, let me just say, you're lucky that it happened out there. Give me a spirit roll. We'll say flat due to the distance that you are at. Roll me a d6, please. You lose 4 power points.
Okay.
As this blast rips through, it shatters the window, and you feel this sort of dust of essence kind of kick through. And as it hits you, you feel the essence leave your body. Those 4 power points that you lost are coming off of your max. I'm going to put it on as a temporary. You have 4 power points less from max. As you feel this actually siphoning the energy from you, and as you sort of wince from it, you see these 3 women who are chained almost have like a euphoric reaction to it.
Okay.
And then everybody starts rushing to this side of the building to try to see what the fuck just happened.
And can I see that the chains and cables going just into the wall, so whatever they're connected to is like on the other side or something?
Yeah, it's like going into yeah, there's like these little like docks that look like someone like drilled through the wall.
Okay. He just looks up at them and says, "We need to free them, and we need to get out of here." And he's gonna look back to the women, and he's gonna say, "Are any of you K?" And he's gonna look to see if any of them like instantly responds to the sound of that name.
You know what Kay looks like.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you recall what she looks like?
Yeah, because
And Echo had done the thing where she pulled the memory of Kay out so everybody could have another good look at her.
Yeah. Give me a notice roll with a +2. As you say that, none of the 3 women react, but one of them looks exactly like the image of Kay that they pulled forward. Granted, she looks gaunt and like malnourished, but like that looks just like her.
And it's like, he gave his life for you. I sure hope you're worth it. And he gets up and just walks out He's
Alright.
going to find just catch up with whoever, or like the group that's carrying their bodies.
And at this point, they're already made their way back down towards where everybody has brought the ships over at this point. And they're loading X and Felix onto the yacht. And like as you're making your way closer to them, then let me see here. You see Dowrian like kind of get up and like start moving towards you to kind of like intercept you in the way through. And he's like, "We've already tried healing them."
Then I've lost everything.
We can see if Ava knows anything, or if any of the seers can see anything, but it's beyond what we can do.
We'll get them back to Ava, and we will see.
And you hear someone from the yacht say, "We need to get a move on with this. Whatever the hell that explosion was, it stirred up everything."
And he gets onto the boat, and it's just gonna sit there next to their bodies, and he's just staring, and he's just kind of gone.
And as you're kind of zoning out, the remainder of the group starts to move forward, and the three women that they manage to rescue, they move onto the boat. And one of the aberrant that's in the rear of everything comes back with this orb that's like this almost iridescent green, and it looks like it's like has like motion inside of it. He's like, "This is what they were hooked up to. It's got a very strong presence to it. But this isn't aberrant. This is human tech."
We'll let Ava decide what to do with it after it's studied. We'll make sure that they can't make anything else like this again.
Everybody gets onto the yacht, and you guys start heading back towards the settlement. And we'll take a cinematic break from the narration as the camera sort of pulls back into a wide shot as you're driving off to the north back towards the settlement. And we see, as the camera's pulling back, all of these fish goblins that are swarming these adjacent buildings that are moving in the direction of that explosion. And the camera pivots and turns to the building right across from the one that you were in. And in the floor just below the top floor, we see a window with a figure standing in it, watching all this happen with binoculars. They put the binoculars down and they write something into a leather-bound journal and they close it. And as the book closes, the scene goes to black. And that's where we're going to end it at for the night. And with that, I would like to call an end to Season 1 of Las Vegas. 58 glorious episodes. Before we do Season 2, we will do some discussions, and we are going to do a time skip from where we are right now. When we pick up next, it will not be immediately following this, but it will be at some yet to be determined time in the future. So yeah. Okay. So with that, let's find someone to raid out to. I don't think anything more needs to be said about it. It's so weird not having like music playing at all or anything. Like just having the somberness.
So much more eerie.
The silence is so loud right now.
It is.
Like, I don't think I've ever noticed that I could hear my heartbeat in while I had headphones in before. Right now, and I'm just like,
This layout looks so nice, but it's in Portuguese.
why do you always find the Portuguese people?
I don't know. This must be like prime time in like Brazil to play. I found another really good one, but it's in French. Why do they do this to me? This one's in Portugal too. Really? Spanish. All right, let's go here. We're going to do only play wizards. Their tags are English and disabled. So, do a nice jump over to them there on episode 18 of their year 2 series, it says. So, should be a nice good one. So, thanks everybody for hanging out.